is Adrian Perez. I go by he, him. I play guitar and I sing for Wezmer. And I think like our main like purpose that I've felt is like, it comes from a really good place. Whether it's like the events that we throw, whether it's like the music that we play or the events that we participate in, like when we're on stage and we have that attention, like we really try to do something good with it. And I think the fact that it comes from a really beautiful, really unique place of like friendship and love and acceptance and kind of like being there for everybody, not for like yourself, you know, type of thing. And I think that's probably like my favorite thing about this band, because we're like really good friends first and then we're like musicians. You know, every time that we play and we perform, we try to make sure that it's a safe space event, you know, like we really want everyone to feel as comfortable as possible in their own skin, and in return we get like beautiful moments and by these people, and they feel like themselves and they can fully express themselves. We definitely are an LGBTQ plus band. We love to make people feel safe and make them feel accepted, you know, and feel free to express their full versions of themselves, because we don't want to hold anyone back, you know. I think being loud to me is like being like assured, you know, like you are reassured of who you are and reassured of yourself. And in that case, like you're loud because you're confident in who you are, and then you're proud of it, you know. And it's just like you're just like showing your colors.
Our band is called Cedars. I think we all make music because if we don't, we'll probably die. Music has definitely saved my life multiple times, quite literally throughout my life.
I think every member of our band has in some ways always felt like the other or not being included, you know, just kind of like not in the in crowd. And so I think that for us, it always feels really important to be a part of supporting those who are also in that same boat.
Marginalized.
Yeah, marginalized people. I think that's also kind of important for all of us in the band, since that's been some of our experience.
Members of the band are in that community. We're not all of us, but some of us. The LGBTQIA plus community, they're our community. Those are our friends. Those are our family members. Those are some of us. So it just felt like the right thing to do. To be loud and proud feels in whatever way loud and proud looks to each person, if that makes any sense. I think for me, it feels like just being able to be my most authentic self. And when I am my most authentic self, I have so much more to offer the world and the people around me. And so I want that for all of us, because I want to experience your most authentic self, because that's the best version of who each of us is.
A lot of, especially young LGBT kids and even some adults don't have the ability to be prideful in who they are and feel safe and comfortable. You know, there could be a 18, like 19-year-old who has to go to a friend's or go wherever, get dressed and do all his makeup and stuff, and then come to Pride Fest. But they have to go home and they have to get out of it and stuff before anyone home sees them, because they're not safe and comfortable to be who they are at home or in like where they live. But just for those couple hours, just for those couple like bit of times at like Pride Fest and and San Antonio Pride and like all the other Pride events going on, they get to safely and happily be themselves. And I would like say to like expand that to like clubs and like drag shows and just LGBT functions that happen outside of Pride. We're giving people the chance, and it doesn't have to be like teenagers. Like that was just an example. It can be people in their 20s, people in their 40s that don't have the ability to go home, be who they are, walk around in their place of living, city, town, or whatever, and be who they are. And we're giving them that ability to be safely and happily who they are. I was raised with the belief that gay people were gonna burn in hell. Before I would go to sleep, I would pray every single night that the same-sex attraction feelings or whatever would stop, and that I would not end up being gay, because I didn't want to burn in hell. And I saw who I was as a bad thing, and it's not. Who I am is not a bad thing. Being gay is not a bad thing. And I guess the best advice I could give someone is there's going to be a lot of people that tell you that it is, and to never forget who you are, and that you are special, and you are just to never forget yourself.
I'm Debbie K. My pronouns are she, her, when I'm in drag, and I'm a drag performer. I just always was never in touch with my feminine side. I always did like sports growing up, and I was always jealous of those people that were able to be feminine. And watching Drag Race really inspired me, and I just started doing it, and it was really fun. I've only been doing it for like a month now. Performing something, a character just comes out of me, and I'm usually a scared person when I'm out of drag, where it's like I feel like I need to be perfect, but in drag I feel like an urge of confidence come over me, and I don't really care. Growing up, I went to like a predominantly white school, and being colored and gay was one of the hardest things. Being gay is already like hard enough, but then being colored, a lot of people, you grow up hearing, oh, you're cute for a Black person, or it's just really hurting. And sometimes you have to just find your inner beauty. Being at a disadvantage, I would not say like being at a disadvantage, it's just people saw less of you. And it kind of made me push myself more, and I find that really helpful. And I find that really good for the person I am, because it feels good when you prove people wrong. And I played sports, and I remember doing races because I was in track mostly, and people be like, oh, he's gay, he's not going to do much. And then beating them, and it was pretty amazing proving people wrong. My parents most recently found out I do drag. It took them a while to be okay with me being gay, but they're pretty proud of me in drag. They haven't seen me, but they know, they had an idea. They just know, they're like, we know the type of person you are, and when you care about something, you put effort in, and we know that you're gonna succeed in this. And it was really sweet. I would say pride to me is just being happy with who you are. Like, I wouldn't just say pride's for like being gay, but just being proud of like who you love as a person. And I feel like people think pride just for gay people. I think it's for everyone. It's for everyone, straight, trans, and I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I feel like the world would be a better place if people were okay with who they are and what they love, and not as judgmental. I feel like I'm living through the Debbie Cakes. Being able to be in touch with a side I haven't really fully explored growing up now is really amazing. Don't give up. I found myself wanting to end it all so many times. It gets a lot better. It's so cheesy, but there's people that care about you, and just know that no matter how lonely you are and how broken you feel, you will get somewhere, and people will always love you.